Well, here's the fourth and final day of our tree cutting. So they have the backyard all done. You can see way in the back, the top of that pile, just barely over the top of the blackberries. That's the wood chips from the first couple of days. But they're busy in the front. They're busy in the front yard now. So let's see what they get done on the fourth day. So here is our fourth day. They have this tree cut off, of course, and everything's cleaned up back here. And Reba is not really sure what to think about all this. But they are busy in the front yard, and we'll see what they get done on their fourth day. Got the tree behind the shed down, and they got this one down, and now they're over there working on trimming these off the power lines, which is awesome. So we're just going to burn those. We got a huge pile of wood chips, so we're just going to burn those. Those limbs are taken off. But yeah, he's getting all these trees trimmed up nice so they don't bother the electric lines anymore. He's going for a ride up there. I don't know where he's going. Since they're getting that done, we're having them cut some of these trees down, making a path to drop those two tall ones. And they're going to bring their excavator in. Rodney's taking the fence down. They're going to get this one and that one that are in these buck pens. There you can see them better. They're both in this one, and they're going to take those two down. They're very dead, going to fall anytime, so we're going to have them take those down. But in the meantime, Rodney's down there clearing a path. He dropped the electric fence below the buck pen so they can bring their excavator in. There you can see how much that one's been leaning. So he's cutting a limb in the one that's in the buck pen. It's not very tall, but it is dead. So I was surprised he was able to get up there. If you can see, it's moving quite a bit. But he's trying to get some of the limbs off so they can drop it better. And apparently the baby bucks are fine with him being in the pen, doing all that. All the bucks are just laying in their house. They said, Rod said Pac-Man's just laying there chewing his cud like nothing's going on. But yeah, you can definitely see it's, oh, that one's going. Boom. We decided to have them take the rest of the dead ones out of that yearling pen. So it's going to be, and there's a couple of ones leaning, so it's going to be thinned out quite a bit. We went up a little further.
This one, to me, is a little scary. It's a dead tree and he's way up in it.
You can see all the trees they cut down there. It's going to take a while to get all that cut up, but at least they're down. They're not going to fall down, which is why we had them go ahead and cut them since we had some time left. And the yearlings are stuck in there, waiting to go back in their pen. They go in their pen first, and then later the does will get to go out too. But look how they cleared all the dead trees out of there. We are completely done with the tree people, but we have a lot of work to do now. Well, Rod and Jesse. We got fencing to put a new fence in across here. We'll be doing that in the next, hopefully next 2 days. There's a little mess back here. They took that tree down, but we don't have to worry about it in the power lines now. And they trimmed these branches away from the power lines, so we gotta move those. They trimmed up the oak branches that were in the power lines here, so we gotta move that. So there's all the logs that we have to deal with now. Figure out some way. Hopefully we'll make some money off of some of those, but that's what they're all done with the job. That's the ones that didn't fit through the chipper, and we'll see what we can do with them. They're all stacked up there waiting now. Just one more project to do. So to make things a little quicker, Rodney's going to put a fence up from over here by the buck fence, cross, and hook it in on that side so we can let the does out. They'll have these logs to play on, but they won't be able to get to that mess. Have to get that cleaned up. It's got a lot of green stuff in it, so we want to get that out of there. And this big pile back behind Rodney, all that needs to come out before we let them out into here. So that'll be the quickest way to get them back in their pen, and they'll just have a smaller pen for a while. So between what's down the hill, down there, now all along that fence, and what they did in the yearling pen, and you know, up to towards the house behind the buck pens, and there's 2 from the buck pens. They cut approximately 20 trees down here, all ones that were dead, and there was 2 that weren't dead that were above the garden, getting ready to fall on the garden. All the rest of them were dead, and there was approximately 20 trees here that they did on the last day. It's a lot. Well, thanks for watching our tree project videos. That was the last day the tree company's crew is going to be here. They're gone, but now our tree crew of Rod and Jesse have to do a lot of cutting up. So until they get that one down there trimmed up down the hill, the girls still have to stand. So hopefully they'll get that done today. And then tomorrow they'll be doing a whole bunch more cutting trees, and they got to put Naomi's pen back up and put that fence across the front yard. Hoping to get Naomi's pen and the fence back up and this tree limbed all before he goes back to work Monday, but the rest of it's going to take a long time, I bet. Thanks for watching. Lots more projects on this coming up, and we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.